The Constitution of India is more than a legal document. It's the kind of vision the nation aspires to be. We, the citizens, need to ensure that the values are followed and not to compromised with, and to attain that dissemination of ideas is essential. Today, the Constitutional Law Society would like to share the constitutional ideas that resonates with us.
Justice, as a constitutional value, gains its deepest meaning when it safeguards the rights of the citizens, such as the right to life, dignity, and privacy. These rights affirm that individuals are not only viewed as subjects to the state, but as human beings with inherent worth. The right to dignity reminds us that no law or action of the state should arbitrarily demean, exploit, or silence an individual. Instead, it should govern with compassion and ensure fairness in every exercise of authority. Equally vital is the right to privacy, which protects against any kind of unwarranted intrusions in the citizens' lives. Together, these rights ensure that justice is not some kind of abstract concept, but something that is lived every day.
So the concept I resonate the most with would have to be equality. Under the fundamental rights chapter of our constitution, we as the citizen are guaranteed fundamental equality with regards to economic factors, political factors, socio-cultural factors, everything. Now, when it comes to the constitution itself, we get formal equality and substantive equality, and what this entails is that as a citizen, we have the right to challenge any arbitrary action that is done upon us. Now, if that does not ensure accountability and responsibility in the hands of the government, I don't know what does.
I relate strongly to democracy. Not just the narrow idea of elections, but rather the larger idea of the participation that is promoted through these elections. Democracy as a concept forces us to think beyond. It pushes us to read, write, reason, speak up, and stay aware. Through the Indian Constitution, democracy has been engraved and imbibed in the norms of our country. Now, every decision has to come about in a democratic way, and any change that has not been brought about in a democratic way can be challenged and ensured that democratic processes are followed.
The constitutional values that resonate with me the most is our nature of the constitution being a cosmopolitan constitution. It ensures that its commitments are to the universal value of liberty, equality, and fraternity. It's not simply a written document, but it's an amalgamation of different sources and traditions. We have borrowed from the English common law system, the Irish constitution, and discussions on the due process by the American constitution. This ensures that our constitution remains fluid and free-moving. It's constantly in a conversation with global perspectives on the similar values. In an ever-evolving world with artificial intelligence and different forms of technology developing as new constitutional issues arise, our constitution is not confined by the geographical boundaries, since it can always borrow from other sources and try to create a remedy for these situations. To me, this value is going increasingly important, and it's one of the features of our constitution.
Out of all rights in a constitution, the right to approach the Supreme Court directly in the violation of any fundamental rights, which is Article 32, inspires me the most. According to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, Article 32 is the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution, which is rightly said by him. Any person, poor or rich, powerless or powerful, can approach the Supreme Court directly and knock on its door using Article 32.
Social justice means that equal social opportunities are available for personal development for every individual without discrimination based on their race, caste, or sex. No individual should be deprived of these social conditions based on the differences. Social justice can only be enforced in a society where there is no exploitation by a man to a man.
Fraternity resonates with me the most. It is one of the core values enshrined in the Indian Constitution to foster harmony and unity among the citizens. Fraternity sits in the preamble of the Constitution alongside liberty, equality, and justice as the fundamental tenets of Indian democracy. India's diversity is one of our biggest strengths, but when misunderstood, becomes the very source of our division. Hierarchies and differences lead to conflict and intolerance, which disrupts social unity. In today's world, where such differences seem to dominate, we must remember the essentiality of fraternity. We must all remember that we are all citizens of the same Republic of India and ensure that fraternity is not just there in the Constitution but also in our conduct.
At the end of the day, the Constitution isn't just a legal document. It's a commitment we renew every day when we choose dignity over division, fairness over bias, reason over rage. The values we talked about today aren't just any abstract ideas. Those shape how we treat each other and how we hold our institutions accountable. If we want a future that's free, just, and kind, these values needs to be practiced, not just preached. They shouldn't just find the space in our constitutional speeches, but should be actively pursued. Today, as we are celebrating our Constitutional Day, let me remind you that the Constitution doesn't work on its own. It works because we do. Wishing you all very happy Constitutional Day.